was ending, and a new ruler on the Ashfade throne, powers of the world returned their attention inward, taking time to grow in the calm after the storm. But with the excitement of the world diminished, new whispers are now heard. Cobbled streets to marbled palaces, a Yaelamont child may yet live in exile, waiting for the moment to return and reclaim their throne. An heir in the shadows.
Hello.
I cannot hear the game master.
Neither can I.
That's why, because Hicks is
There
watching
he
my stream.
is.
Hello, one and all. Welcome to episode 2 of Heir in the Shadows. I swear I'm a pro streamer. Ah!
He's not a pro streamer.
I'm not a pro streamer. I'm down to 1 day a week. I'm not a pro streamer. But with me anyway are my gregarious gamers. Say hi, gregarious gamers.
Hello.
Hello.
I feel very gregarious.
Good. Good. Excellent.
Very much.
I stream. Turtles, we're not going to start with this, okay? We're really not going to start with your shit, okay? We're really not. Last we left off, the adventuring party had come together in a small little village outside the mountain range known as the Iron Peaks, as the southern range at the border of the Ashfade Empire. And after getting thrust into combat as Bast was being chased by creatures from the Feywild, they fought off these invaders and kind of came together and said, you know, there's a couple things that are just too strange to tie us together to be coincidence. Our barbarian centaur Gertrude knew of snippets of a past life and had this insignia on her lapel, but didn't have any memory of where to tie it to. And then she saw it on a raiding order that was given to raiders who attacked Milo's home village, almost destroying it. Famessa, on her search for clarity, as she was born of Lathander, in the light of Lathander, and then corrupted by Merkelites in her childhood. She has escaped the Merkelites and is on the road to kind of just figuring out who she is in relation to how she was born and what she is meant to be in this world. Serona, after leaving mercenary life, found our adventuring party and found another band of ragtag misfits to, kind of hop in and cause a little chaos with. And Bast, after pilfering unsure why, but this revered warhammer from the Feywild, and then fighting off a trio that was also after it, found themselves making their way down from the mountain ranges, and they met up with the Champions Road, and on their way toward the far town of West Edge. West Edge, is not the west edge of the Empire, but rather the west edge of civilization in the Empire. As you come up to the city of West Edge, you see atop a hill a wooden palisade rising like a stump. And as you look past the palisade, you see almost out to the horizon this arid savanna. stretching out miles wide and almost out to the horizon. Then at the very edge of the horizon, you see golden sands from dune after dune of endless desert, as you know this to be the Great Ash Desert. Most everything beyond the West Edge, the town of West Edge, is what's known as like the uncivilized part of the empire. There are villages here and there, self-sustaining, nothing really connected. So this would be the edge of civilization. And you know, in the Great Ash Desert, there's rumors of treasure, countless treasure. But then you have to go wandering the ever-changing dunes to find it. As you guys are walking down, traveled for a couple days toward West Edge, you guys have kind of gotten to know a little bit, and kind of little bits of clarity here and there, gotten to know each other. And before you get into town, is there any kind of interpersonal business or anything that you guys want to take care of?
You know, after these 2 days, Milo feels, before we set on a massive quest, I believe he's ready for that one-on-one fist fight with Serona.
All right.
He's healed and he's feeling ready.
Wonderful. You walk up to Serona one evening after a day of travel. Nothing too egregious as far as travel is, but you come up to her and say, "I do owe you that fist fight." So, you kind of square off in the middle of camp as everyone else watches. I need you two both to roll initiative.
I just got a nat 1.
Nat 1. All right. Milo, unless you also.
I rolled an 11 plus 1.
All righty. Milo, you are first to act. No holds bars. What kind of rules? Anything you want to do?
Just fist.
Just
Thunderdome.
Fist fight.
Just fist. Pure Thunderdome.
Fist?
Pure Thunderdome. That one is wild. Bro, get him out of the way early. Bro, get it out of the way early. I tell you. All right. Milo, go ahead and take a swing.
My unarmed strike. I roll
18
to hit.
18 to hit Serona.
My AC is a 14. He hits.
All right, he hits a hit. Roll some damage. Zero.
0.
You don't do. Oh, because you have a negative
Wait,
2
it
to
says
strength.
undefined.
Because you
That
have a
is-
negative 2 to strength.
Oh. No.
This is gonna end poorly for Milo, I feel like.
He feels very confident. And he comes up and he takes a swing, and he does. He connects right across the chin, but it just kind of like, okay. Serona, that's your strike.
6.
6, not gonna hit. As you swing back, he defts underneath. Go ahead and keep swinging, you guys. Milo, you're next. There's another 18 to hit. Takes another
With
swing.
another 0.
Ducks under.
Undefined.
Ducks under.
This is the most
Take,
underwhelming fist fight ever.
yeah. Ducks under. Takes a swing. Hits in the kidney, but it doesn't affect her at all. Take one more swing, Serona.
18.
18. All right.
It hits. My AC is 11.
It just kind of thumps him for 1 damage.
Got a 1.
Like the other 3 of us are just in the background. Like, is this a
Someone
joke?
hit someone.
Like, are they just
All
like
right.
warming up? Like, what's actually happening?
My
here?
unarmed, I would. Milo tries to go in for a grapple.
A grapple. I like it. Give me, Serona, give me athletics or acrobatics. I think Milo, for you, it's just athletics.
Okay, I'm gonna do acrobatics.
Okay.
19.
19.
3 minus 1, I have a 2.
You after you've taken a swing at the chin, you ducked under, taken a swing at the kidney, and now you kind of just go up behind and try an armbar, and she just takes your arm and bends it back down. All right, Serona.
I'm trying to hit him again.
Okay.
It's a 9.
Okay.
9 doesn't hit.
So
You
go
just
to
try it.
swing and I
Yep.
full tornado swing it and miss completely.
That's my
Oh.
man.
After a few more rounds of this, you realize you kind of get tired and exhausted after a few more, minutes of fighting, trying to grapple, trying to throw at each other, and you realize that it's just. Eventually,
It's
you
just
just.
the cards today.
Eventually, it's just one of those. You guys are just.
I'll accept a draw. I accept a draw. This is stupid.
You take a very
Stupid.
exhausted draw.
And then all of us in the background are like, "Oh, thank God, that was so horrible to watch."
Oh, it's fantastic.
Had to be done. Had to be done.
Had to be done. Honor needed to be settled. All right. You guys then, kind of settle around, have some dinner, and continue on with your journey. As you guys approach West Edge, is there anybody else that wants to do anything? Just as you're traveling.
Nah.
Okay. You guys get into town. I'm gonna say it's mid-morning. Mid-morning, not super early. You guys camped just outside, like just well within sight of town, but not, in range that you were gonna get noticed by anybody. You guys get into town about mid-morning, and you kind of walk in toward the town square, and in West Edge, because it's on the Champions Road, the main trade route through the Empire, much of the town square is kind of, during the day, it's cart and wagon market, so there's not any standing pavilions really. There might be one or two where there's a blacksmith, the local blacksmith, there's local shops, but otherwise it's very much like push cart and wagons passing through traders that kind of just post up for the day and then get out of here at the end. As you are coming in, you see a group of individuals kind of off to the side in the town square wearing robes, and it looks like doing some kind of ritual, just kind of doing their prayers or anything. Nothing that people are paying attention to really. It's like, oh, it's these guys. Famessa, you immediately clock them as Lathanderites.
My people.
Yeah. You can see, and just with the little bit that you've gleaned in your researching of the light of Lathander, you can tell that they're doing part of their morning prayers. As Lathander is the god of the morning, he, much of their rite and ritual is done in the morning, either first thing or throughout the morning. Also, as you guys get to this town square, you notice the only really big spot that has a permanent place in the market is the trading post for the Evanlock Trading Syndicate. You know them just to be kind of worldwide traders. They dabble in everything, kind of a trading company. But they're one of the ones that has a permanent spot. So, as you guys get into town, Anything in particular you guys are looking to do, or want to go anywhere?
Is there anywhere that I could get my hammer maybe looked at to see what it is? Anyone who may know more about it.
For that, there is a place. There is a place of just like an arcane shop is right in the market. You think for anything more in tune or like more Feywild base or anything like that, you might have to do some more back alley arcane hunting. But it wouldn't hurt to take a look, see if somebody can cast Identify on it.
Yeah, I'd like to go check that out and see what they can tell me.
Cool.
I'd like to go join the Lathander folks.
Nice. Cool.
Would the blacksmith potentially be able to give me upgraded arrows?
Not for free.
Well, duh. I know that part.
And what are you looking for?
Just potentially getting, I guess, the arrow tips refined.
What do you mean?
So,
Mechanically
like,
speaking, what are you looking for?
Something that would do potentially like to raise piercing damage. Hypothetically.
Okay. So essentially, you're just looking for
Like sharpened arrow tips or something.
yeah. So essentially, you're looking for just upgraded arrows.
Yeah.
You can buy arrows. What mechanically speaking is arrows +1, which are, you see like the normal hunting arrows. And he's got a jillion of those, and then he does have some looks like fairly high quality, not like top line, but general military grade. But you see that he sells them pack of 20 of those is, or like, yeah, the pack is 25, I think, for arrows +1.
Never mind, I'm a broke bitch.
Consulting.
Consulting.
Yeah, 25.
Just kidding, I'm broke.
So,
would Milo be able to transfer about 5 gold to help and then tag along with Serona and Bass so that way I can kind of get a lay of how some of these, town folk work, and with my tinker tools, maybe pick up something, learn something along the way, be able to transfer a little bit of gold to Serona, help out with the arrows for the party?
I will say
still
that,
don't have enough.
yeah.
Because I only have 10.
Oh, 10, okay.
But yes, you can absolutely tag along as you guys kind of peruse and hit the blacksmith shop, and then go over to the arcane shop, and we'll come back to you guys. Gertrude, what are you doing?
I'm assuming it's the blacksmith I would go to get my blades looked at, all of my like axes and my double bladed, just to check and make sure that they're all like sharp enough and
Yeah, just like general
that
upkeep
stuff.
and stuff. Absolutely, guys. You
Yeah,
guys can do that.
yeah.
You guys can do that at the blacksmith. Absolutely, no problem.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just more so observing to see if I find any of the emblem that I see on my chest, and that's on the hammer.
Okay.
And then also I'm just like doing general maintenance stuff before we head out.
Okay.
Even further.
Point of note: the emblem on your chest is not on is not on Bast's hammer. It is on the raiding orders that were given to the raiders that attacked
right.
Milo's thing. Which
Yeah,
I don't know. Has Milo talked to Gertrude about that?
He has not.
Okay. So
They
then,
brought it
think
up
he's
slightly
kind of-
last time, but
Mhm.
with Milo being a folk hero, he's kind of just embedding himself in this town a little bit, walking around, and I think just keeping a sharp ear to see if she hears anything as well.
right. And it is one of those, Gertrude, as he was kind of looking at the order, you clocked the insignia, and then as he clocked you looking at it, and just kind of went, mind your business.
We're kind of
no, it's sassy.
we're
Your
keeping
business.
secrets.
Mind your business.
People are like, fine.
All right. So we'll get back to you guys in a second. Famessa, you come up to these Lathanderites, and you see, as they've just finished up their one of their morning prayers, he kind of looks at you. The elder in the center kind of looks at you and goes, "Lathander's light shine upon you, child." What do you say to him?
I say, blessed be the morning. And I just give him a big old bright smile. Like a kid in a candy store. Like,
Give me a. I'm just gonna let you know this is not. I'm not trying to be aggressive, but give me a wisdom save.
okay. Would I just roll wisdom?
It's
And
gonna
those
be
saving
in the
throws, right?
box below and left of your abilities saving throws. Because you have proficiency on it, you get a +2 on that.
Ooh, I got 18.
Lovely. You can tell that he has cast Detect Thoughts. It just comes with a natural. Do you want to, let him in to more than surface thoughts, or, but you saved against it, so choice is yours. But he's reading your surface thoughts, and what's Famessa thinking right now?
Famessa is thinking, I better not fuck this up. They can't think that I'm a pretender. I just wanna be liked so badly.
He just kind of smiles at you with this, warm old man smile, He goes, child, you've been traveling for some time, haven't you?
Yeah.
And he just kind of puts a hand on your shoulder, and you feel a little bit of energy in his touch, and he kind of just stops and takes a step back and goes, "You are born of Lathander, aren't you?" And then he kind of like steps back again, and like really looks at you. But you don't. You seem lost. What can I do for you?
Good sir, I'm just trying to find my way back into the loving light of Lathandar. I've been gone for too long.
Well, he's like trying to think of where do I start? First, blessed be the light. Second, what draws you to him beyond your innate connection with, besides your grown connection with Lathander?
His glory, his morning light, his rebirth and new beginnings. I've been gone for so long, and I feel he is and will always be the one to start with for a new beginning.
You say we're gone. Where did you go? And this is where your wisdom save comes into play, because if you had not saved, he might be able to dig into your memory and figure out like what you had been through. So it's up to you if you want to tell him, you know, what all had happened.
You know, I trust this Lathandorian leader. I'll let him tap into those memories of
Okay.
my time with Merkel.
You in turn put your hand on his shoulder and feel the energy, and he's just kind of like takes a second to process it all. He just, oh, well, child, I'm glad that you've become free in your choices, but where to begin with this would be, what do you want to do with your connection with Lathander?
I guess I haven't really gone that far yet. I'm just.
And that's
I
fine.
was working so hard and trying to get back to his good graces.
And that's fine. That's absolutely fine. We can see that. I can see that you've been through a lot, and that's why when you first came up, I was surprised when I detected the light of Lathander within you, because it doesn't radiantly show like he does on most other Aasimar. But this all makes sense, and as we can see with Famessa's skin, I think I've told you before, it's mostly like this dark, pale kind of tone, but then there are like lines through it of radiant gold, like marbling.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the light of Lathander that's, as you're becoming less, as you're distancing yourself from Merkel and more toward the light, that's becoming more prominent. As I can see, just his light shines within you. Any questions you may have, you may always ask. This is my village. I tend here at West Edge. My name is Father Tobias, and I will remain here if ever you need me. But as far as first steps in I see that you came in with some adventurers. Spreading the light is always good, child. Staying true, we can give you a little bit of literature to begin with your daily connections with your dawn prayers and other morning prayers that will help connect you to Lathander properly. And he gives you like not like a thick tome, but like, you know, a couple little books.
Thank you, Father Tobias.
Anytime,
I hope
child.
to see you again soon.
I will see you soon.
And then after that interaction,
Yeah.
I go over to Milo and I'm like, you guys, I am so enlightened now. You could ask me anything. Like, you could be like, Vanessa, tell us all about Lathander. And I'd be like, blah, 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 giving the exact right answer.
I love it. I love it.
So what is Lathandar's quote of the day?
Quote of the day, he says, never be superstitious, but always be a little stitious.
Little stitious.
Put it up, Lathander, probably.
Lathander, probably.
Quote Famasa, quote Lathander.
Yeah, exactly.
I will take it. Sounds great.
As you join up with the rest of the party, they've gone through the blacksmith and kind of talked to him. This big, gruff-looking dragonborn kind of guy, very long gray beard from the end of his snout. But yeah, he's got the normal wares, nothing too outlandish. Most of the high end stuff gets requisitioned for military use here at the border, the border of civilization. And as you move forward, pardon me. As you move forward, you come to an arcane shop, and you walk inside and you see this bright, this, not, he feels bright, but his color is like this muted blue color. And this genie kind of hovering around the shop, and he kind of, friends, welcome to Besrir's. What can I interest you today? The genie who runs the arcane shop is named Besrir.
Okay.
So he welcomes you to the shop. What can I get for you today?
Oh, thank you for letting me into your lovely shop here.
It's
I was
quite
hoping you
nice.
could take a look at an item for me and maybe
Ooh.
give me a little history about it.
Absolutely. Well, let me see. Come, show it to Besrir. And he kind of moves behind the counter so you can kind of set it up and take a good look at it.
Well, I walk up to the counter and I take out my gray hammer and I gently set it on top of the counter and let him take a look at it.
Cool. He says, "Ooh, I haven't seen craftsmanship like this in quite some time. Dare I ask where you got this, adventurer?"
Where do you think I would find something like this?
Oh, this was made. You see these lines, these runes here? They're made from the astral plane. So, this was made in the astral plane, but then it shows signs of wear from the Feywild. It could, if I were to be a gambling man, I would guess more that you found it in a grotto in the forest, rather than plane shifting, going to the Feywild or to the astral plane. I would say if I were a gambling man. He's kind of eyeing you as if like, I don't need to know, but as long as you know where I think it came from, like, you're not gonna try and BS me on this one.
Well, I myself, it was my grandfather's. He gave it to me, so I have no idea where it came from.
Oh, nice. Very nice. Yes, it is very old. So, what are you looking to do? Pawn or sell?
Neither really. I've quite come to like the hammer.
Okay.
But
It's very
fun
nice.
to learn
It
more
suits
about
you. It suits you well. Yes. But you wish a arcane check? Arcane?
Yes, please.
Okay. He kind of takes it. And you see his genie eyes just glow bright red or bright white as he just kind of focuses on it, and then like the wind in his lower half starts spinning, and just a slight breeze around him as it looks to him like he's in the middle of this vortex. And he starts making a face. All right. He calms down. Best I could do is $20.
$20 is $20.
$20. The wind settles down, and and the glow kind of leaves his eyes, and he hands it back to you. And he says, "This hammer was touched by the Raven Queen many aeons ago. as to whether or not it still carries her power or is using residual magic to grant it extra strength in battle. It is beyond me to say.
Cryptic. Okay. Well, thank you for your time today.
Of
sir.
course, of course. Is anything I can offer you? Anything I can offer to sell you today? You see, there are many good wares about.
Can I do a quick investigation check just to investigate what's around the tent, see if there's
Sure.
anything worth it?
What are you looking for?
Just bits and bobs, anything helpful, nothing crazy.
Cool.
Health potions, stuff like that.
I will say that the only material component for spellcasting that I'm going to be stingy on is any kind of, we're not there yet, but like I think 3rd level, we're going to get into resurrections or no, 3rd level spells, so a few levels down the road. But we'll get into 3rd level spells, and they'll get into like resurrections and such that use usually fairly expensive diamonds. And you can buy them at most arcane shops for X amount of gold, however much they cost. But I'll say that otherwise, you guys, anytime you're in town and go to an arcane shop, you can kind of restock your mundane wares. You know, your little caster's pouch is now full.
Okay.
Yeah, any kind of mundane items are definitely here. A couple high-end items that at this point seem a little out of your price range.
Out of my price range, not out of my reach, though.
What are you
I'd like
looking
to do an
for?
investigation check just to see what these high-end items are.
All right.
Specifically, any of those diamonds, if anything.
You see, they're in a glass case. The diamonds are all in glass cases. You can definitely see like there's an assortment of, you know, you have the 100 gold pieces diamonds for True's Resurrection or whatever. You have the little ones for, I'm trying to remember what other spell casting there is that requires that. Spells. No. Aren't they all necromancy spells? Technically?
I think so.
Necromancy, sure. No, they're not necromancy. What is it? True Resurrection. No, I know. Short answer is they are necromancy spells. What the fuck? Anyway, like resurrection requires a diamond worth 1,000 gold pieces, but that's a 7th level spell. One of the other ones is like 100 gold or something like that. You see those collection. You see one of those big diamonds, and then a couple of the hundreds, and then a few of the smaller ones that you use for the other castings, the lower level stuff.
Can I tell how sturdy this case is that they're in?
Give me roll me investigation if you haven't already.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You, especially with your arcane ability, you can tell that these are arcane locked.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, in that that case, I will bid my adieu to the shopkeeper, and I will head out.
Okay. Anybody else want to ask the guy questions? Anything else in the magic shop?
Milo noticed that Bast really wanted some of those items and was thinking in his mind maybe he could cause a distraction through song and let Bast
Pilfer?
maybe grab
Abscond?
on the way out.
You could try, yeah.
As I'm thinking this, and Bast bids his adieu.
Mm-hmm.
Would I roll? Would that be a performance or just?
I'd like to know what the plan is, so I can mechanically ask for the right rolls.
Well, I start to look at the group, and I'm not sure how much longer we'll be in this town as we're trying to make our way through and out and find such hidden treasures. But I can tell that Bash just really wants one of these items on the journey.
And before you do anything, do you try and catch his eye or try and communicate with him?
As he's walking by me, I kind of shoot him a glance and say, "Hang tight by the door." And I step up to the shopkeeper.
Ah, yes, my good friend. What can I do for you?
My good sir, you have such many beautiful wares, and I couldn't leave this shop without singing you a beautiful sea shanty I picked up along the way, called Shanty of the Sea Bitch.
Ah, yes, a good shanty for a good god. By all means.
Yes.
And he just kind of steps back and watches.
As I stand back and clear my throat, I'm not quite ready for the guitar. I don't want to pull my lute out. I'm prepared to sing.
I'd like to meander back into the shop to watch the show.
Sure.
Yes. As I start to gather everyone's attention, shopkeep, this one was especially for you. I'm ready to sing this for you. And I look around and I see Bast walk back in, and I know it's showtime. And Milo starts to sing, wave mother, lash us to the prow, wave mother, we ask to sail your skirt, if you allow. Wave mother, sink us if you will. Wave mother, our skulls are yours, with brine and sand to fill.
Give me a... We'll call that performance.
Okay. 23. 18 plus 5.
He is delighted by the song. Bast, roll me, if you're gonna... Roll me stealth first to see if you can get in unnoticed.
Should Milo keep singing?
We'll say that he's doing this while you're doing that.
And then can I be like coming towards the front of the store, because I hear him singing and I'm like, what's happening?
I'm like not even paying attention. I'm too busy reading the tome that Father Tobias gave me.
Yeah, you're just kind of like
wait,
wandering
I hear
around.
Milo singing. I'm like, what's going
Yeah.
on?
You saw Bast start to head out the door. You just kind of wandered out with your book, and you're just kind of outside now.
Just hanging, man.
Cloud 9. Just...
Yeah, this is great. It looks like he doesn't notice you walking around. I will ask for a straight sleight of hand check.
What do you mean straight? You mean just a sleight of hand?
Yes.
D20 or
rather than the disadvantage you would normally get.
Oh no, I'm good on sleight of hand.
Yeah.
Cool. 10.
What are you after? Are you after one of the
Whatever I get
diamonds?
my hands on. Yeah, one of the
Oh,
diamonds.
okay. I'm gonna say that you like as you're stealthing around and Milo's singing his song, you come up to the like back end of the diamond glass, and you just kind of feel it, and you just feel the crackling energy. And you're like, next time, and you you wander over and you see a dagger that's you can tell it's got some energy to it, but also it's just this very nice jewels on the hilt, very short sweeping dagger, kind of like a dagger scimitar, and you see that kind of lying on a pillow with a couple other little trinkets, but that one catches your eye. As
Gotta
you
snag that.
as he's wrapping up the song and like coming to the grand finale of his song, you just gently pocket that. And walk out.
As I see Vast successfully attains one of the items, kind of look around, and as I'm keeping the attention so he can make his way out the door, I start to back up, give the shopkeep a bow as I continue on the last verse. We'll wait gladly years and days, for the bitch queen brings us the waves, and I just disappear out of the door.
Cool. Fast, refresh your character page for me. As you guys walk out, we can steal turtles.
Yes, we can.
Turtles, you can do whatever you want. I'm just saying, if he had rolled a little bit more shitty,
It would have gotten bad.
yeah, like it was not. Those diamonds were not happening. You could just tell it's like this is not gonna go well. But as you kind
But
of
I got a
as you make your way out and kind of around the corner and back into mingling with the rest of them, you kind of circle up and you show them what you got.
I managed to get my hands on a dagger of warning, guys.
That sounds fancy.
While this weapon is on your person, you have advantage on initiative rolls. In addition, you and any of your combatants within 30 feet of you can't be surprised, except when incapacitated by something other than non-magical sleep.
Very nice.
Hell yeah, that's awesome. I flip the dagger in my hand and shove it back into my pack.
Lovely.
Oh, and I give Milo a high five.
Yeah,
Nice.
we did it.
And then I asked the question, I'm like, okay, did you actually buy it or was it during this little jig that you got it?
Do you want to know?
You know what? Guilty by association. What'd you do?
I look up at Gertrude and I bat my eyes and said, "Oh, nothing. I didn't do anything at all."
Then I just turn around, I'm done high-fiving Bats, and I say, we just sang a little song in there. Flipped a couple coins on the desk and walked out.
And then I just kind of like, I'm like, sounds great. Sounds like you had a great time. And I'm just like shaking my head and I'm just like, I don't know if I believe this or not, but okay, we're rolling with it.
And I'm still just lost in my world, reading my little tome.
You're like, whatever. Theft? No, theft doesn't matter.
La, la, la.
She's like, I don't care. Lathandar will save me.
All right. I think Maddie's still on the call.
Yeah, she's still on work call.
Okay, then I'm gonna say that Serona still keeps looking around the shop and kind of wanders off toward like the more mundane weapon type stuff. As you guys are walking past the Abinlock Syndicate trading outpost. Um, you're approached by one of the, not guards, but representatives. Like, you can tell he's got a little bit of light armor, but it looks more like it's just kind of walking around, maybe security, that kind of stuff. Doesn't really expect, he's not going to be going out and adventuring type armor, but he's definitely like here to make sure that nobody gets in who shouldn't be getting in. But he notices, because you picked it up last time, one of you is holding the wanted poster for Anna Yeoman. Dropped by one of the interlopers last week. There's a wanted poster for one Anna Yeomant, pretender to the crown and rebel, survivor of the Yeomant lineage. You guys know from the Yeomant Wars about 20 some odd years ago that the Yeomants were in power and then were overthrown in what is now the Ashfade Empire. But there was rumors forever that one made it out. One of the family made it out, and now this person has come forward as, yes, I'm a Yeomant. I'm here to, take over, to get my throne back. But the wanted poster was put out and the reward offered by the Ebonlock Company, the trading company. So they kind of noticed it and said, are you here to inquire about the posting? He just kind of like stops you and gets in your way and asks you that.
Gets in whose way?
You guys. It looks like as you guys are walking around the rest of the market, you guys walk past the Ebonlock trading post, and one of them kind of notices that in your hand. And he said, "Oh, are you here to inquire about the posting?"
I'd like to look at him and say, yes, of course. Why else would I be here?
Lovely. Okay, excellent. Is this the whole party? And gestures around. Real quick, Serona, is there anything you wanted to look at in the blacksmith shop or in the arcane shop?
Is it possible for me to try to intimidate the blacksmith to take arrows?
To just kind of strong arm your way into arrows? No.
Yes.
Not this guy.
Damn it. Damn it.
This hulking dragonborn of a blacksmith is just, yeah.
Damn it.
He sees you and he sees you kind of puff up your chest and get a little extra fiery in your tiefling blood, and he just kind of like kind of snorts smoke. It's 25 gold, man. I don't know what to tell you.
Are you sure?
Look, I've got to make a living. I can't be giving these away.
I'll give you 3 gold and then crisp high 5.
You know what? I'm sure the high 5 would be really crisp. And if you come back to me in a couple days when maybe I have some work for you, we can talk about that crisp high 5. But
Deal.
today it's 25 gold.
I'll take the work later on. Deal.
All right. So then you rejoin everybody, and you get ushered into the Ebonlock Trading Syndicate, and this guy kind of introduces you to who looks like the trading post's master. Kind of this clerk-looking guy, older. One of the only other dragon folk that you see around. But it's this older guy who looks like he's been doing this a while. And he just goes, "Oh, you guys are here to ask about the reward? Okay, well, kind of rifles through papers. Well, here's the standard posting. Anna Yeomont is alive and trying to reclaim the throne, which threatens to destabilize the region. You know, as a trading company, it's just one of those things that we can't have. So we're paying for useful intel, but then also, you know, paying for Anna, dead or alive.
I look to the group and I say, are we gonna do this?
What's the difference in pay between dead and alive?
There isn't. Because, honestly, if you bring her here alive, good on you. We're probably going to offer her on the spot.
Understandable.
Where was she last seen? Does anybody know her whereabouts?
Last we heard, she was up north by the Zasha dynasty, trying to collect some arcane forces up there, you know, get some of the Northmen involved. But, you know, it's the posting that got put out company-wide. Any and all interested groups are to be paid for any useful intel and or herself. If there's something, you know, that I don't have much more to give you on that one, except, you know, head north, see what you can find. If you want some more immediate work, I can get you some of that too.
Well, what would really help would be, I think, in advance on this contract. That money would help us definitely get her.
I understand that, but I mean, if we were going to do that, we would have just contracted the military out to find them, and they can't even do that still. So,
But does she have any known accomplices that you guys are aware of that would have led her north?
there's not really a whole lot of. That's just where the rumors started popping up. Is that of sightings was from the north, because, you know, obviously when the Yeomont Wars happened and the siege of Erison, and all of the Yeomonts got killed, apparently. But after that, there was always that rumor kind of floating around that one of them got out, but nobody had any good proof. And now there are people up north that said they've seen her. I don't know. It's been 20 years. She was a kid, so I don't even know if this is the right person, but that's what company-wide says. Let's, you know, take care of this.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know about you
If that's-
guys, but I can always use some more coin.
I
Yeah.
agree with Bast. I believe we should do this, but let's not head straight out. I mean,
Yeah.
you know,
If there's
I
stuff
come
you,
from a
yeah,
small town much like this. I would like to ask around and talk to the village folk and see if I can find some more information and just kind of buddy them and get some information out. You know.
well, sure. And like I said,
Fair
if you
enough.
want other work around town, there's stuff to do. There's stuff to do between here and next town over. But up to you guys. And
What does everyone
kind
think?
of
I know myself and Bast are in.
he kind of spreads
what do you
out
think?
some other postings, like some other written formal requests. There's little things like, you know, a local mine's being raided by an unknown force, just needs to get cleared out. Nearby farms are dealing with feral animals from the wildlife. Gnolls attacked a caravan heading out, and then you see there's this. Everybody who wants to can roll perception for me.
10.
15.
Cool.
16.
There it is.
15.
Cool.
17.
17. Cool. Gertrude and Serona, you guys definitely clock off to the side. Gertrude, you just look at this paper that's off to the side, and it definitely, like, has the format of something a little more sinister that you've seen before, but you don't know. Again, you can't place where it is, but you're like, I've seen something very much like this. And Serona, you know that like this might be other work that's definitely paid under the table kind of work.
Okay.
So yeah.
So we just notice it, right?
You guys
We
just
just see
notice
it on
it.
the
He's not directly offering, but you would gather that he doesn't just offer this to anybody. You know, this is work
So
that
I
may
kinda-
or may not skirt the legality of the law.
Okay.
So
So I
Go ahead.
was gonna say I kind of do a double take on the paper, and I'm like, okay, this looks a little suspicious. And so I look at the man and I'm like, okay, great, we have all this other work, but I see you might have missed something over here. What do we got over here?
As you like do the double take, and as you look up, he is like just dead staring at you. And you ask him that, he goes, well, there are certain jobs that I can't just entrust to anybody.
So how do you entrust it to us?
I
Give
wanna
me
turn to the
a
group. Okay, go ahead with her then. If you're gonna.
No, what'd you say?
I was gonna turn to the group and ask them, how do we feel about a job that is kinda not really a good thing, but it'll pay decent, most likely.
Yeah, because I'm really just trying to see if he'll actually just like give us the information, like give us at least a look at the paper at this point. Like I'm not even trying to take the job yet. I'm just like, I just want to see what it is.
I think I've done enough illegal things today for myself. But whatever the group decides.
What are you talking about, Bast? We got that.
I mean,
what?
Finders keepers, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you want me to roll?
What do I want you? What do I want you to roll?
Persuasion?
Probably. I want to say persuasion because you're not trying to intimidate him. You're trying to like buddy up.
No. I'm trying to get in his good graces to see what the fuck's on that piece of paper.
Sure.
I
Give me
just wanna know.
persuasion.
4.
4.
Solid.
So you look at him and say, well, how do you trust us with that? Right? Something like that?
Yeah. How do we get to trust, have your trust for that?
Prove to me that you can do honest work. Put in some good, honest work. And we'll talk about other opportunities.
I think
I
I would
just
like
say-
to try and grab the paper.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Give me a sleight of hand.
8.
You go reach for it, and you just kind of like. Now, we wouldn't want to be taking things that weren't ours, now would we? And you just kind of feel the presence of like a couple of these security guards kind of closing in as he slams his hand on the table.
So when she does that and those guys are approaching, I put my hand in front of her and I said, do you want to know what it is or not? And so I look at him and I said, oh, no, don't worry. We'll earn our keep. We
Alrighty.
understand. And so I turned back to the group. And I said, okay, Milo, you want to get to know the people in the area? We want to befriend all these people so we can get some more information. Let's do some of these goody two-shoe missions or whatever tasks that he has. We can get in with the group, kind of befriend all these people, see what we can find out, and then maybe we can get our hands on that piece of paper and see what the hell else is going on around here.
I can do that.
Cool.
What does everybody else think?
I agree with that, Gertrude. It's a solid plan.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'll go with it.
Whatever brings me closer to the light of Lathander.
Well, you get to be with Father what's
Father
his nuts, so-
Tobias, yes. I will ask Father Tobias and the other Lathanderins.
You can get closer with Father Tobias and your people, and we can do these missions and see if we can't get some more information on this wanted sign, and maybe even a couple other pieces of dirty information.
Let's do it.
See what's up.
Let's do it.
All right.
All right. Anything in particular? Yeah. So you look at the jobs available to you. You've got caravan on the road that got attacked by gnolls, but you've got to track them to their camp. They've been tracked to the camp and just need to be dealt with. Local farm has been raided, and a local mine needs clearing out.
I mean, if we're wanting to make it in good with the village people, I say we go get the stuff from the caravan. Because bringing back goods is going to make someone happy.
Sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'd agree.
I don't think there's a wrong answer here.
Yeah. I think all of them are going to help the community no matter what, but
Yeah.
that's probably a better one to start with.
I
If
think
it's
we
a
start.
trading village, I mean,
I think we start with the caravan and then we go dark, dank mine after.
Dank mine.
Hey,
Oh,
I'm
yes,
in.
you
It sounds like
mentioned
a
the
good idea.
You son of a bitch. I'm in.
You sons of bitches, I'm in.
Sold me.